the United States military has begun carrying out airstrikes on Iranian targets.
Violence will be met with violence.
While the war is still on.
Like America, that are voting for their self-destruction.
This is basically a slap back in the face.
And cue the fire-breaking news. We have more war, more bombs, more inflation, more lying, more psyops, more communism. Looks like my Viagra has worn off. And there we go. It is all fixed. Along with, where was I? Viagra. Communism. How about that? Welcome to the new psyop. Because no one is going to vote for communism. So that's, I guess, that is the escaped goat that we shall chase along with market manipulation. Bravo, they would never do that. Well, except for Trump saying he's doing that, he did it. I mean, if you thought Friday was bad, how about the crypto bags? Which we will get to in just a moment, and I'll get to this. We also have a death in the markets, in the charts. I always say follow the charts. Well, we have a death cross, which means you're halfway there, living on a prayer. In yesterday's video, the comments are always like, well, how low? Gold, silver, Bitcoin. And I'm like, okay, I'll chart it. And then I'm like, oh, hey, looky here. Sometimes I don't see, because I'm like, okay, head and shoulder, falling wedge, all those things. I'm like, hold on, moving average group. Hey, there we go. Along with, and you can disagree with me on this one, but I believe you and I, and sorry for my allergies, the world is hitting a breaking point where it's like, what is truth? Even this, I'm watching this, and I'm actually like, the things that I see are going to be different than the things that you see. Like, I see a microphone. It's pretty cool, right? And I see another microphone. I'm like, they don't even use that, but dang, it looks cool. But on this channel that will never be pushed out to the normal population, thank you, YouTube, I give, and sometimes it seems like I'm chasing squirrels, but I'm trying to break down what the one side is hitting you with, what the other side's hitting you with, but it's like, go behind the scenes and what's the truth. And why don't we start off with, yes, it is true, we are bombing Iran again. So it looks like I am 13 for 13. This happened right after yesterday. I pushed the upload button. We're like, oh, you mother. The good news is I already told you this is going to continue. And people are going to make so much money because of this. If you knew every time you could push a button and you'd make, I don't know, $1 billion, are you going to do it? But bravo, these people are worth billions. I know, but it's more. When you get to the other side, which I believe you will, I want you to know that it is a path of it's never enough. You're like, if I could just make it to 1 million. And then you hit 1 million. You're like, wow, that's rad. Okay, 5. Because 5, then I can kind of put it into neutral and then retire. And then you hit 5 and you're like, well, I'm really not there yet. How about 10? And then 10's, it's close, but 20. And each number that I just gave you, I have friends that are like, once you hit 20, once you hit 20, like, I mean, 100 million's right there. Then you don't have to stress about your private jet. And you're now moving on to a yacht because your friend has a yacht. And I'm not, this is exactly how it goes. That is the mindset, and that is why it keeps going. And I know it and I know these people. And yes, a private jet is so much better than commercial.
Sources telling Fox News that the United States military has begun carrying out airstrikes on Iranian targets. This comes following Iranian attacks on cargo ships. For the latest, let's bring in Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin. Jennifer, what do you know?
Well, Will, I just spoke to a senior U.S. official who confirmed that those airstrikes were, in fact, in response to Iran firing a one-way attack drone against a Singapore-flagged ship.
And thank you, Jennifer, but we're just going to stop you there. Also, hey, Jen, longer. Because right about now, I feel like my hairstyle is competing with Jen's hairstyle. And all she has to do is just a little Viagra gel, fix that. So in response to the comment in the comment section, what is up with this dude with the 60-year-old lesbian hairstyle? Yes. Also, this just in, I'm going to pause that. Negotiating team, what's happening? Is the bacon that is shaken. President Trump is reportedly preparing to bring his entire cabinet to Camp David today for a rare, I think so. Hope I just fact-checked myself. That would be tomorrow. rare high-level meeting that usually means the administration is lining up for serious decisions behind closed doors. So breaking news, it looks like the media is catching on to these like, hey, the market just closed. Someone just made some money.
Iran responds to these latest U.S. strikes.
Well, and I'll just note the resumption of a pattern here with CENTCOM confirming the strikes after the markets have closed on a Friday. And we were talking about the idea of bringing down oil and gas prices earlier. This is the kind of thing that could roil those markets if they were open. So we'll see what the status of all this is come Monday morning when things resume.
So why don't we head over and look at the markets and the manipulation, or we could just stick with this stuff. They're saying like, death to America. Okay, to start it off, you want to look at the 200 and the 50-day moving average. That is not. That is actually the dollar that is going to destroy the whole world is above the 200. Let's pop on over to the other indices and see how this is going. By the way, this is your NASDAQ. Do you see this? See when it goes vertical? You always give that up. You see that little yellow dot up there that I'm like, you guys did a little forecasting for you. There's more up there. Or people buying the top. Okay, it's gone. You always. That's whether it goes up or down. Look, you can't do that and then you come back, okay? You do that, you give it up, and then you do that, and then you do this. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to trade it. White, dotted line, that's my 200. Just changed it. When you have candles like that, that's institution. When trading the markets, you have two heavily primary times, market open and ending. Teach you how to do this here. I also teach you in the course. That's your institution. Then it is followed by, and these patterns repeat, green, red, green, short. It's a very common trading pattern. Under the 200, the 20, institution, go short. On this one trade with one contract, $3,065, just right there, right there. That is enough to pay for a tank of gas and maybe taking Kitty out to dinner. I would love to be able to hang out with Trump and all those Trumpsters to get this insider information, the amount of money you make. The only problem, and they all know this, you can never, not one time, speak ill. Otherwise, you are removed from the circle and your money gets cut off. Oh, and how about those energy markets too? You could have made trades on that one. Zing, off the screen. All right, so now let's pop on over to gold, and you're already like, ooh, death cross. That was a little early. I'm going to show you how to change this. This is currently on the 200. I did say it was the 50, and there we go. I know what you're thinking. Come on, give us a couple more days. Okay, I just give you the news ahead of time. Also, this might help you. Number one, you're going to have that confirmed. Number two, this is a good death cross, which means gold go lower. Number three, how much lower? Usually a death cross is a lagging indicator. You're halfway there and you are living on a prayer. I changed it to GLD to see if it changes anything. No. Also, because I like to save you money, GLD is taxed differently than your futures. How low? Also, do not want you to quote me on this one. I am just spitballing it. It was really healthy. Even that was okay. That's not okay. And even something like that is iffy, but guys, nah, that's it. And you confirmed it and you got rejected. So we're going to say, well, when do I buy it? Gold. It's going to be above that, 254. Wait, I bought it almost 500. Yeah, you want to, it's a thing. You buy low, sell high, or never sell, just here. It's going to be here-ish. It does not go down in a straight line because everyone's like, oh, it's not there yet. Even on Bitcoin, the heat, I get, it's not there. It went up today. Like, honestly, watch the comments. It went up today. Same patterns. I got in right there and I got out. I'm like, that's a bear flag. Bravo, this is it. Oh, and if you want to make your digits go up, it's right. Everything. It's here. And I just did crypto, okay. But then I have a secret, a glitch no one knows about. And then the other one, which I teach you how to trade. The glitch one, the one is just so pathetically easy. That's this one right here. Doing a little screen recording up. It's a lot. That's a lot of money, Bravo. You're welcome. That's actually done on Bitcoin too. It could be done on two of them. My favorite, Solana, Bitcoin. Make digits go up and travel the world. Not really, a little bit. That's my goal here. Learn how to make digits go up, buy good real estate, put people in it, learn about the debt-based system. So grab this before it goes, it's $2.99, goes to $3.99. And I'm just trying to help you through the propaganda, through the psyops, through the manipulation, through the shocking gas prices that will make your blood boil. I filled up in Texas for $3.59. Go to California, $8.59. It's not Newsom's fault. It's 100% the Democrat policies, yes. Get in line. I offer you a solution. Move to Florida. Move to Texas. Move to Nevada. Apartments in Florida, Nevada, Texas. While you're doing that, make digits go up because these guys will forever do this. Actually, Milton Friedman lets me search the interwebs to show you. Searching the interwebs, I just found that it's things like this. And then I'm going to chase a squirrel and I'll forget. Milton Friedman. Record high, 25 million young adults now living with the parents, 20%, and then it's going to be 50 million and then 100 million because you're in a debt-based system and you have to pay for your hot brunette. Oh my gosh, I found it. You are welcome. I only chased like 2 squirrels, like 20 of them along the way. I'm like, I can do videos every single day. Like Forbes, I'm going right back to Milton. Nails it every time. I even did this on my other channel, Forbes 400. Look at, jail. Like, look at this. Hold on, wait. Oh, almost not jail yet, right? Soon to be. Interesting. Bitcoin alchemist, because the dollar is bad. Bitcoin is good, but the elites already solved the problem. Yes, Bitcoin was a problem. Gold was a problem. Silver was a problem. What did they do? When you have limited supply, if you can fix that, you control the system. You know what it is? Well, in my next video that maybe I'll film today for my new channel. But do not fall for the trap of thinking that something is going to fix their system. You are right. It is a system out of the depths of hell. Money is debt, but the elites have this locked down, and you could be on the gold side, silver side, Bitcoin side, and you're going to be right. They will smash you down in one day. That's all it takes. Silver, 40%, a little less, one day. Although that's not fair. You're right, it's not. Life's not fair. Some people are born into this world with no limbs. Not fair. God never promised you that life would be fair. I even asked God before I entered this earth. I'm like, I just want fair. And he's like, did he say hair? And I asked God too. I'd like to have 8. Gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. And he said, wait. Now learning patience, well, along with the Bitcoin holders.
I think Bitcoin has lost the plot. And when I started buying Bitcoin and I've sold all of it.
I bought the dip and how I can't keep buying the dip. I have no money left to buy the dip. The dip, great. What do I buy the dip? Well, what am I going to pay for the dip? If I keep buying the dip, it keeps dipping. You got no money to buy the dip. You're out of dip.
This is the most bearish thing. I have zero desire. So last night I sold my Bitcoin. I sold my Bitcoin yesterday. I was holding a good amount of coins. I'm completely out of Bitcoin. 100% out of Bitcoin.
I sold all my Bitcoin and I suffered absolutely massive financial losses.
Well, it's unwinding all of crypto. We're seeing Bitcoin collapse below $60,000 again. The fact that Michael Saylor is allowed to walk around free right now is absolutely criminal. Somebody needs to arrest him. If I see this guy, I'm going to perform a citizen's arrest and lock this guy up.
So there you have it, my friends. We're getting close to the bottom. Now, Milton.
It comes down to the same thing. Inflation is made in Washington because only Washington can create money. And any other attribution to other groups of inflation is wrong. Consumers don't produce it. Producers don't produce it. The trade unions don't produce it. Foreign sheiks don't produce it. Oil imports don't produce it. What produces it is too much government spending and too much government creation of money and nothing else.
So Milton was actually partially right. You can't say, I know, I love the guy. A lot of wisdom. Money's created from debt in the banking system. But it starts here. And I'm going to give you a trivia question. Let's see how well you can do it. Let's take 2024. How much did government print? Go ahead. I'll give you 3 more seconds while I talk to myself. How much? It's $4.67 trillion. That's what they created here. And it's not this stuff. I know people are like, oh, they're printing money. The Fed's printing money. They're not. They're creating bonds. Now in 2026, under a president that does not believe in that, and we are going to pay off the national debt with Bitcoin. Looks like we're going to struggle with that one. Anything else from the propaganda machine? Lies? Anything? No. Epstein files? No. DOJ was just ordered to release the unredacted Epstein files. Anything yet? Oh, wait, this just in, a war. Let's chase some communists. Let's print some money. 13.1 trillion in 2026 so far. So do not believe what they say. Watch what they do. And with that, I love you. Trade this thing. Take the course. Figure out how to do it. Pinky promise it works. And I'll see you tomorrow.